President Putin's war on Ukraine has shattered peace in Europe. It is really a game changer, not just for European security, but for the global order. NATO has two fundamental tasks in response to Russia's aggression: providing support to Ukraine and preventing the war from escalating. For many years, NATO and NATO allies have supported Ukraine, in particular the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, and also Turkey, providing equipment and training for tens of thousands of Ukrainian soldiers. We see the difference this is making every day on the battlefield. Since Russia's invasion, we have significantly stepped up our support, with billions of dollars of weapons and other assistance to help Ukraine uphold its right to self-defense, enshrined in the UN Charter. NATO's main responsibility is to protect all allies and prevent this war from escalating, causing even greater death and destruction. We may have been shocked by Russia's brutal invasion, but we should not be surprised. This invasion was one of the best predicted acts of military aggression ever. In NATO, we shared intelligence, and we made the intelligence public for many months to warn about Putin's plans. Russia's attack on Ukraine is part of a pattern over many years, where Moscow uses military force to achieve its political aims. The destruction of Grozny, the invasion of Georgia, the annexation of Crimea, the bombing of Aleppo, and now the war in Ukraine. Since the first invasion of Ukraine in 2014, NATO has been adapting and preparing, with increased defense spending and invested in modern capabilities. We deployed combat-ready battle groups in the eastern part of our alliance for the first time in our history. We increased the readiness of our forces and established new defense domains, including space and cyberspace. When Russia invaded Ukraine again this year, NATO was ready. We deployed additional forces to the east of our alliance. Today we have over 40,000 troops under direct NATO command, backed by significant air and naval assets. We doubled the number of multinational battle groups from the Baltic to the Black Sea. And we have 100,000 troops on high alert, ready to respond to any aggression and to defend every inch of NATO territory. This is deterrence, to remove any room for misunderstanding or miscalculation in Moscow. Not to provoke a conflict, but to prevent the conflict and preserve peace. Last December, President Putin presented an ultimatum to NATO. He demanded a legally binding treaty to rewrite the security architecture in Europe, to re-establish spheres of influence, to force NATO to withdraw from the eastern part of our alliance, and to end NATO enlargement. He wanted less NATO on his borders and launched a war. Now he's getting more NATO on his borders and more members.